searching all along, keep facing twilight all along, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping yet the real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, what else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dark. Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I'll find an empty glass, reflecting the sad truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need the mask. I'm a shapeshifter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, chained down to my car. Please don't take off my mask, a place to hide. I can't tell you how to see me, just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Will it unleash me, burning down the walls? Is there a way for me to break? I'm a shapeshifter at post masquerade, hiding both face and mind, free for you to draw. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask, my disguise.
Are you ready?
Hey everybody, it's Badass Billy Gunn and you're watching Just Alyx. It's not scripted, we just wing it and have a bunch of fun. If you're not down with that, we got 2 words for you. Suck it.
Hello all, and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your NXT Battleground 2024 review. They were live in Las Vegas at the UFC Apex, a new arena, a new setting for not just NXT, but WWE. And that was part of the reason why I was curious about tonight's show. And then they added Jordynne Grace from TNA, this whole TNA crossover with NXT. Apparently, we're just scratching the surface, and we're gonna get a lot more. What that turns into, hopefully is good. This is a good start. I thought, for me, Roxanne and Jordynne had a great match. Was not a fan of that interference from, what was her name? Tatum Paxley and Ash by Elegance. That's what they called her. That's what commentary called her. They called her Ash by Elegance. Y'all, I'm sorry. When Dana Brooke ran out there and got no reaction, I howled. I said, no. She just came from NXT. She left NXT to go to TNA. They brought her in thinking that she would get a big reaction, and she got nothing. They should have brought in Joe Hendry. Say his name as he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Yes, I believe. Okay. I wish that we had did that instead. But they didn't. We got what we got. No, you know who should have interfered? Freaking Gail Kim. Who was there, by the way? I'm not lying. Gail Kim was there at the show. Just chilling. Sitting. No acknowledgement. You know, it's not like she's a former WWE Women's Champion. But I digress. The match was great, despite the crazy, unnecessary interference. What, is Tatum gonna fight Jordynne Grace for the for the TNA Knockouts Championship? Is that the crossover? Lame! We can do better than that. If we're doing a crossover with NXT and TNA, go all the way. Please, for the love of God. So that match had my interest, and then the Lola Vice versus Shayna Baszler match had my interest, the NXT Underground match. I was thinking we were going to get a blood sport MMA kind of wrestling match. We got all of it. And then some. That match was awesome. Easily match of the night for me. Lola Vice is a star. And I'm not just saying that because she has certain assets. No, she literally is one of the best talents they have. That woman can go inside the ring. And she also looks good while doing it. And I've heard her talk. I've seen certain promos from her. She ain't bad. She ain't great. But she's good enough in the microphone. Screw it. Call her up. Let's go. She ain't winning that Women's Championship anytime soon. You want to know why? Because at NXT Heatwave, Roxanne Perez will be fighting Julia. So, Roxanne will be killed on July 7th when Julia shows up. If you thought Asuka was a monster, oh, Julia, she gonna be a kaiju. She gonna be like Godzilla. Is that racist to make that comparison? Give me another kaiju. Quickly! King Kong! There you go. Regardless, I thought the women's matches were the best part of the entire show. Especially that ladder match. That ladder match, I'm not gonna lie, when they announced it, because I didn't know it was happening, when I saw that it was happening, I said, is this a good idea? Me again might understand, but you're putting all of these rookies in a ladder match. They're not experienced enough to handle this stuff. So I was expecting a train wreck. I was a little worried. I didn't know what to expect, actually. Then the match happened, and I went, oh, well, that was a lot better than I thought. So, Kalani Jordan, who I think is a prodigy, right? Is she related to a wrestler? I don't know who. She was great, for the record. Jada Parker, I've been keeping up with her since she became a internet sensation. That woman got it all. That could be an NXT Women's Champion right there. Who was the other one? I'm trying to remember the people. Mia Yim or Mi-Chan. I don't know what they're calling her. And Loca, Rio Loca. What's her name again? Let me look it up. It is Sol Ruka. Sol Ruka. The woman he did that inverted cutter. Oh, she's a joy. That one awesome finisher that no one else can do, that will take you far. So Sol Ruka. Yeah, tell you what, they want to make her women's champion too. I'm cool with it. So 4 out of the 6 ain't bad. The other 2 though. Last Legend. I might piss some people off because I don't watch NXT. She ain't that good. She is not good. And I do remember her somewhat. She got some work to do. Yeah, she big. That's all she got. And then the other one was just kind of there. Who was the other one? I think she was just kind of in there. Let's see, Kehlani, Jordan, Jada Parker, Last Legend, Fallon Henley. Fallon Henley, who that? Fallon Henley? Well, regardless. Again, this is coming from someone that doesn't watch NXT. This is me just turning on the show and going, okay, what's this? But I thought the match was a lot better than it had every right to be. Real talk. I was scared to death going in. I'm like, don't hurt yourselves, please. Don't hurt yourselves. And the match was good. So that was all I needed. Overall, was there a match tonight that made me go, damn, I gotta watch NXT on Tuesday? No. But it didn't need to give me that. I know what NXT is now. This is not black and gold NXT. This is not NXT from 2018. A show that was so good that it eclipsed the main roster in every single way. We'll never get that again. NXT will never be that again. I'm sorry. It just won't. And I'm not expecting it to be that. As long as the show is good. For this iteration of NXT, which is straight up developmental, if they can create a good show, that's the equivalent of the main roster giving us an A show. Because these are rookies. They're all green. They're trying to figure out their characters. They're trying to figure out their in-ring style. They're trying to figure out where the cameras are and how to work the characters, how to work the cameras, how to work with what they have. So if they can create a good show, that's all I need. I came out going, Oba Femi is a beast. I thought Roxanne Perez, and I still have always thought Roxanne Perez was main roster ready. Jordynne Grace is beyond spectacular. Call her up, make her a member of the main roster. I think didn't her contract expire with TNA? I think I read somewhere that she's working on a handshake deal. I'm not too sure. Lola Vice, my goodness. Call her up and have her shake her ass all over the place. Speaking of shaking ass, Sexy Red. Shawn Michaels. Let's talk. As soon as I saw Sexy Red open the show as the host, I said, I know what this is. I know what this is, and I'm not mad at it. Immediately, homegirl started shaking that thing. Shake it real fast. Booker T, shake it real fast. Shake it real fast. She started shaking that thing, and I said, okay, I know what this is. I'm onto your game, Shawn Michaels. I know you got a type. I ain't mad at you. But could you have done a bit better? Sexy Red? Sexy Red. My dude, you got women with fatter asses right now on the roster than Sexy Red, who could also twerk better than Sexy Red. Am I lying? Hey, y'all watch NXT more than I do. Am I lying? I'm looking at you, Jada Parker. Little Vice. Maybe a few others that I won't name right now. You got Sexy Red up there twerking. Like, can we get a better twerker? I mean, I like it. It's a good idea. But, come on, like, up your game, man. Really? That's what we doing? Sexy Red? Let's not do Sexy Red. All right? Let's get a better twerker. You know, I got a couple people here in the live chat that can give you a couple of suggestions, you know. I'm not going to ask them to give you some suggestions. I'm just going to, I'm going to quietly just kind of make mention of it to make suggestions for certain women to do certain things. I'm not saying that we should turn NXT into the twerk show. Okay? We should appreciate these women for the talent that they have. Okay? Becky Lynch came a long way. We came a long way from the Divas era. Charlotte Flair came a long way. Sasha Banks came a long way. We don't want to go backwards. I'm just saying, if Sean wanted a certain type of female, Nikki Alliance, to come in there and start doing that thing, that's it. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm just saying, it's your show. It's your show, Sean. You do what you want, okay? I'm just a guy that comes up here and just talks. That's it. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your show. We're just having fun. Let's have some fun here. For me, the show was what I thought it would be. A show of some good wrestling, certain talent that were well beyond NXT performing, and the ones that I thought would have a great match had a great match. And the ones that I didn't have any expectations for had a good match. But I didn't see myself continuing to watch NXT past this. And that's fine. That's fine. I do think, before we get into the review, that Shawn Michaels as a booker is getting better. That I will say. I think the more I watch NXT, the more I'm seeing improvements with Shawn Michaels' booking style, the more I see him finding his niche, finding that rhythm. It's kind of reminding me of a mixture between Dusty Rhodes, but also a little bit of the Attitude Era mixed in there, which I like. Keep that going. Keep changing it up. Keep trying new things. Keep bringing in stars. I don't know. Keep doing you, Sean. I like it. It's good. So if you're an NXT fan, hey, I see why you like it. But at the same time, it's just good that talent can now have a place to go to grow. I see someone like Ethan Page who, and this is just my opinion, I've always thought he was just kind of bland. Even in AEW, he's always been lacking. I don't know what that it is that he's lacking. Like, he can talk, and he's not bad in the ring. His look is average, but you can make up for it in other ways. Whatever he's missing, I hope he finds it in NXT. Before we move him up to the main roster. But until then, this is a great place for him. We don't need to go anywhere else, any further along with him than where he is now. If you want to throw the North American title on him, although I wouldn't, because Obafemi is amazing, keep him strong as possible. The only reason I would even think about putting that belt on someone else but Obafemi is if we're moving Obafemi up to be NXT champion. That would mean Trick Williams gets called up to the main roster, and then Obafemi takes over. If that's the case, you got me. I would be cool with that. That you could throw the North American title on Ethan Page and have him run with the title for a little bit and do whatever you want. But other than that, like, I'm looking forward to seeing what else they got when it comes to these pay-per-views. I will be watching Heatwave because Julia will be debuting. That's actually been confirmed. That's not me reporting it or breaking news to you. Julia is debuting on NXT's next pay-per-view, Heatwave, and Roxanne Perez will be dead. Rest in peace, Roxanne Perez. Buy her a tombstone. Get the music ready. Seriously, I fear for the future of Roxanne Perez. Not really, because she's going to be called up, so we're good. But give me your thoughts. We're going to go ahead and get into the review here. Let's do the shout-outs. Let's do the sponsorship. Let's do the plugs. Before we even get into that, really quickly, I want to plug the Discord. So our Discord is closing in on 200 followers. One of the moderators, Dylan Danger, Ultra Shadow, plug the link to the Discord so people can go join the conversation over there. Let's get more people on the Discord so we can get that growing. And also, if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can also let me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Most importantly, give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalexisworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt, get you a new school Alyx Is World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America Remix t-shirt right now. Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. This is going out of style eventually. Get it while it's hot. Today's sponsor is Surfshark. If you're looking for reliable VPN and malware protection service, Surfshark is the best. Surfshark is here to give you, check this out, 85% off and 4 months free for your first subscription. They just want to protect you, man. They want to be sure that when you're looking over to your right and you're looking over to your left, that you're not getting hacked or scammed. You need a VPN. If you want to search for different movies, maybe if you log on to Netflix and you find some things on there are kind of boring, well, check this out. If you use a VPN and you go to a different country, you can watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You could watch some anime that is only available to certain countries but not here. Certain things you get free by just simply signing up with Surfshark. Let's get more details right now before we get to the shoutouts.
Today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. When you're doing business on the web, having a VPN is almost essential, and many agree there's no better service than Surfshark. Let me tell you why. Surfshark provides you 24/7 protection from hackers, data leaks, malware, and even allows you free access to movie streaming services in different countries. I personally appreciate Surfshark's ability to block all malware websites and scan all downloads for potential viruses. You just never know what could impact your online experience, and navigating has become a lot more safer because of this service. So today, if you visit the link surfshark.deals/justalex and use the promo code JustAlex, you not only get 83% off your monthly payments, but you'll get an extra 3 months for free. This is a massive deal that many of you should take up while it's here. So don't wait, feel safe, get protected by Surfshark today.
Oh, thank you all so much for joining me. This is a bigger audience than I thought I was going to get. For an NXT review? Okay. Well, it's good to know that there is an audience for NXT out there. Bigger than AEW. Anyways, thank you all so much for joining me for this. Be sure you like the video, of course, but also show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shout Nice and Firestar Heart, Alyx, Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Go, Khalil does everything. Highway dealing danger. And of course, Big MGM, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Shout outs, let's get it in. Thank you to the following people who are here. I see JJ, who let the dogs out? Who? JJ Bulldog. I see Justin Sharma. What's good, Justin? Justin says, Shayna versus Lola went ham. That was great. That was a great match. 412 Flame. Raw Cuz 99. I also see Adam Ritter. Let me scroll down a little bit. Darcy Chatham. Daniel Barris Sports Highlights. Joseph Winters. Sunset Jayden. Ace Blaze. I love that name. Ace Blaze. Let's see here. Kalani is dating Mello. Really? Didn't know that. Now I do. Dro Davidian. Soruka. Everyone loves them some Soruka. Andre Lavandero. Good to have you here, sir. Ray the Man. Why did people want Mi Chan to win? I don't know. Why would y'all want her to win an NXT title? Howard E. Martin Jr. The Cerebral Assassin Christopher Carter. Ahmed Yusuf. Good to have you here, sir. Shadow Star, Aaron Teagle. And the last one's going to go to Joe Arredondo. Okay, if I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. I just want to go ahead and knock this out, because I'm not going to have much to say about NXT tonight. I thought the show was good. That's it. NXT Battleground was a good show. Didn't knock my socks off. Was it one of those shows that made me go, God damn, I gotta watch NXT again? It didn't. It was a show in a vacuum, in a different setting. The setting was good. It was a nice change of pace, a nice change of scenery. I wish they would have done more with it, because they had a cage that I was looking for. It would have been nice to see Lola Vice and Shayna Baszler within that cage, but what else can I do? It was a nice viewing. I was here on a Sunday night. I turned it on. I wasn't offended by it. It did its job. It really did. The crowd was hot. There can only be a specific amount of people in these shows now until we get to the arenas again. And I think because of that, it's hard for me to get invested as much as I used to. Because remember when NXT takeovers would go on the road? Because they would have NXT weekly shows in Full Sail. But then they would take the takeovers on the road and then they would pack out the arenas. Maybe not fill it up. I think they would be able to now with the roster. But they would still go on the, go on the road for these takeovers. And then they would bring in a big audience. And then those shows would feel big and come across like major shows. But I'm not expecting that no more. That's not what NXT is now. NXT is developmental, period. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being developmental as long as you're good developmental, which is what we got. This was a good show. Someone just said they should consider moving NXT permanently to the UFC Apex. I wouldn't be mad at that, because that dungeon they got NXT in, the dungeon. That's the training spot, the performance center they got them in. It's cramped up. It doesn't look good. I would rather they just go ahead and move them here to the Apex. Why not? It looks better anyways. It feels better. Feels more legit. Gail Kim made an appearance, and other UFC stars were also in attendance. They didn't announce Gail Kim. They should have. But it was nice to see her there, on social media at least. We opened the show with Sexy Red. Sexy Red got out there, said, "Welcome to NXT." Then she twerked. Oh my God. I get it, Sean, you have a type, but really? But you know this ass super fat. That is what you brought? We can do better, Sean. You can do better, Sean. But every time you saw Sexy Red, you knew what time it was. And you got exactly what that was. She showed up, she twerked. And every segment. With Kalani Jordan, twerk. With Lola Vice, twerk. Twerk, 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 twerk. But you know this ass super fat. There's an audience for it. But alright. Like, can we get Megan Thee Stallion at least? I know she a wrestling fan. I'm pretty sure Booker T know her. First match. Let's go to the first match. The first match was that 6-woman ladder match. Crazy match, by the way. Again, on paper, you look at these people and you go, oh my god, are they gonna kill each other? Like, literally? Are they capable of having this match? Well, don't worry, they did pretty good. Soruka, Last Legend, Jada Parker, Fallon Henley, Michan, Mia Yim, and Kalani Jordan. They went in there. It was a car crash. Lots of crazy spots. I thought Kalani. Getting these names mixed up. Kalani looked really good. Very smooth inside the ring. I don't know if she surprised you or not, but she works like one. I feel like she's miles ahead of a lot of women here on the main roster. I think Roxanne Perez is, of course, the best one, without question. She's far and ahead better than a lot of women in WWE, period. But Kalani's getting there. You could tell that she's a student of the game. But you also got Soruka, who's hitting that amazing backflip cutter. Oh, that's an awesome finisher. When she hit it the first time, I popped. And then she hit it a second time on that ladder. Ooh, that was great. She's great. She's really, really good. Fallon Henley was just kind of there. I see a lot of people talking her up in the live chat. I don't watch enough NXT to really care. But if y'all say she good, alright. She didn't show me much here. Jada Parker. See, Jada got what's called an it factor. When she shows up on screen, I go, oh yeah. I don't know what it is about her. I can't find that tangible description, which is basically me saying she has the it factor. Make her NXT Women's Champion. When Julia's done, give her a belt. Seriously, Jada Parker is that bitch. Wait, that bitch is actually Jade Cargill, so she's that woman. How about that? And then Last Legend just fell on the ladder. She took a massive bump. It looked like it hurt. But that's basically it. She did not look good. I'm not feeling Last Legend. I'm not. I don't think she's good inside the ring. And then she does these cringy segments with Trick Williams, Trick Willie. And they're a couple, and I'm just, I don't like it. Poor Michan. Mia Yim down here trying to make these girls look good. They're trying to use her to make them look better than her. I just feel like Mia Yim has got a raw deal. This is what happens when you came. She just really came into WWE at the wrong time. Period. But she's here, so she gotta make use of it, I suppose. Kalani Jordan ends up becoming your new Women's North American Champion. I think she's gonna do just fine with that belt. Give her a couple of years, move her up. She looks like someone that could do just well on the main roster. But the rest of these women, Well, Jada Parker will be there too someday. Last Legend, Henley, Mia Yim has kind of worn out her welcome. Soruka, tell you what, Soruka, Jada Parker, and Kalani Jordan, when they're ready, move them up. Because they good, man. They real good. Tag team titles. The OC, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows took on Axiom and Frazier. Don't really have much to say about this match. I mean, I thought Axiom and Frazier were a nice, fun, fast pace. Paul London and Brian Kendrick kind of matchup. They were fine. They were cool. But I just feel like these two styles, The Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows old school style meshing with the Axiom and Frazier fast pace. Crash Dummy Fest kinda style was didn't really work for me. It was just a solid match, and the tag team titles were retained. That's about it. Yeah, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson don't really feel important in the grand scheme of things when it comes to WWE. Even with AJ Styles, they just kind of feel like they're there. But it was a solid match. Can't hate on it. Not much else to say there. I will have a lot to say about this one, though. Lola Vice taking on Shayna Baszler. And what is, in my opinion, the match of the night. NXT Underground Bloodsport. They didn't call it Bloodsport, but I thought it was Bloodsport. This was awesome. I thought these two have great chemistry. I am a huge fan of Shayna Baszler. But, dear Lord Almighty, I love me some Lola Vice. And yes, it is because of her assets, but also because she's a great talent. This woman is amazing. She can talk, she can wrestle, she can work, she knows how to get an audience invested, she can be a heel, she can be a face. And if the problem with her is that she shakes her ass, that's not a problem to me. Yes, I get it. We're trying to get away from the divas, that diva era where it was all about the eye candy. Why can't you have a little bit of that sex appeal as well? What is wrong with having sex appeal? It was like Mandy Rose. Everyone didn't like her because, well, she was all about how great she looked in her ass. Okay? Mandy Rose could work. She was a good wrestler. Who cares? Why? Women can't be sexy no more? Let them be sexy. Let them be one of those people that men want to fuck, but also want to see kick ass. What's wrong with that? I think that could be, personally, something that the women should get back. Sex appeal. That's why Liv Morgan is getting over right now on Raw. Because she's bringing sexy back. Duh. Lola's great, man. I'm almost ready to say call her up. Not yet, though. She needs to win a championship. Like Kalani Jordan just did. But this was awesome. Oh, they went in there. They went hardcore. Fists, kicks, stiffness. This felt like a Bloodsport UFC fight. In all the right ways. And I think it worked because they're both former UFC fighters. They can take punches. They both just said, just hit me. You can just tell, right? That they were both just basically, hey, just hit me. Just whoop my ass. I don't care. Just whoop my ass. And they did. They beat the shit out of each other. It was great. I was into it. The ending left a lot to be desired. Lola just beat her down silly until the referee stopped the match. This is one of those cases where I wish we had blood. If this match had gotten some color in it, this would have been easily one of the best matches that NXT has done in a long time. I will say this is the best NXT Underground match. Nah, screw that. This is the best WWE Underground match they've done. This was great. And as soon as Lola won, she hit that taunt button and started shaking that ass. Booker T, shake it real fast, shake it real fast. That woman, she be hitting that taunt button immediately. I ain't complaining. And then she went backstage to meet Sexy Red. Guess what they did? Boy, you know my ass super fat. They had a twerk off. Guess who won? It wasn't Sexy Red. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so she shakes her ass. Great. And that actually kind of makes me want to watch NXT just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Sean. Maybe get a few more girls shaking ass, I might change my mind. In all seriousness, this was an awesome match. This was awesome. I hate that Shayna is now a dummy or a jobber or an enhancement talent for certain talent now. I hate that. But it is what it is. We just saw Ricochet put in his notice that he's getting ready to leave. I wouldn't be shocked if Shayna did the same thing and if Natalya did the same thing. What are they going to do but job? It is what it is, man. That's their role. I was very impressed with this triple threat match. So the last triple threat match I watched on NXT, I thought was fantastic. I can't remember which one it was, but it was for the North American title as well. I think it was wasn't it during WrestleMania week? Who was Obafemi fighting at that point? I think he was fighting Donovan Dijak and someone else. I can't remember, but this was great. Look here. I like Wesley. Great talent. Really awesome. Would love to see him get in the ring with Ricochet. Oh, wait! Maybe we'll get someone else you can get in the ring with. Joe Kofi was good. But Obafemi, where'd they find this sumbitch from? He is amazing. He is a beast. He looks like a tank. He wrestles like the goddamn juggernaut. Oh, I'm the juggernaut, bitch! Tossing people around, catching fools, tossing them to and fro. He literally caught Wesley from a dive and just tossed him into a body splash on Joe Kofi. This man's different. He comes across as different, and he comes off like a legit main event player. I love him. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. He's amazing. Glad he retained. But eventually, you gotta get that NXT Championship on him. Trick Willie, I'm sorry, but Obafemi needs that belt. Nah, man. You don't have him be this good and not give him a title. Period. End of story. Match was good, though. The match I was looking forward to the most featured my girl, Roxanne Perez from H-Town, taking on TNA's Knockouts Women's Champion, Jordynne Grace. This is incredible. What a crossover. What makes this work is the fact that Roxanne used to be TNA Knockouts Champion. She worked in TNA before she came to NXT WWE. So there's history here. And for me, when you're doing a crossover Forbidden Door kind of match like this, I feel like it should be the main event. This should have been the main event. There was not going to be any kind of match that followed it. And based off of how well they worked, yeah, it should have been the main event. This was better than the main event itself. This was great. Listen, I know Roxanne Perez is supposed to be a heel. I just got one question. Why is she a heel? Why is Roxanne a heel? She's aggressive. Okay. So, did she cheat to beat Lyra Valkyria? Lola Vice. I was going to say Lola Vice. That's going to happen one day, by the way. Lyra Valkyria, did she cheat to beat her? Because I don't remember her cheating. I think she beat her clean, right? Has she been cheating to win her matches? I haven't been watching NXT, so I don't know. If she has, then that's different. But why is she a heel? There's nothing about Roxanne Perez that screams heel. She's an aggressive babyface. Okay, great. What's wrong with that? I see no reason to boo Roxanne Perez. None. Especially since she beat Jordynne Grace. Well, relatively beat Jordynne Grace clean. There was some interference from Tatum Paxley, the resident psycho girl, and Ash by Elegance. Dana Brooke ran out there and got no reaction. Oh my goodness. Oh God. Oh, I'm choking. Oh God, that's embarrassing. They brought Dana Brooke back in just to get no reaction. I don't know what to say of that. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But Roxanne Perez countered Jordynne Grace's finisher into a cutter and then hit that Pop Rocks Code Red finisher, which was great. So, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with Roxanne Perez continuing to go on this clean championship streak until she fights Julia. And Julia is going to kill her. And yeah, and I will have a tombstone ready for Roxanne Perez when it happens. But this should have been the main event. This was great. What was the main event, however, was a match between All Ego Ethan Page and Whoop That Trick. Get him. Whoop That Trick. Get him. Booker T be getting into that entrance though. Whoop That Trick. Yeah. Whoop That Trick. I like it. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. He would kill me with that. Oh yeah, man. Trick Williams defends his title against Ethan Page. That's good. It's alright. Wasn't anything spectacular. Trick just beat him. If they're gonna be in Toronto for Heatwave, I can see them having a rematch, and I can see Ethan Page possibly winning the title there. But why? I think Obafemi should be the one to beat Trick Williams, not Ethan Page. Ethan needs work. He's very basic, very bland. He needs to work on himself. He doesn't really stand out to me as a star, not even in NXT. And that's a problem. He didn't stand out to me on AEW. He doesn't stand out in NXT. This is NXT. NXT. He don't stand out. That's a problem, Ethan. Work on yourself, sir. But this is why NXT exists, for people like Ethan Page to find himself. Right now, he feels like Austin Theory. And I would choose Austin Theory over Ethan Page. Sorry. And that's saying a lot. But yeah, Trick Williams just beats him. The match was good. They had a good back and forth. The ending was Ethan Page getting distracted and then getting hit with the trick shot. And then Sexy Red got into the ring with Trick Williams. And guess what she did? Boy, you know my ass super. That was NXT Battleground. Again, I thought the show overall was a good show. Good wrestling show. And for me, developmental having a good show might as well just be an A for WWE. Because these are a lot of talents who are green, who are still trying to figure out their characters, find out what works with the audience, find out where the cameras are. If they can have a good show, guess what? We're on the right track. If you watch it, there are things to like. There are things to not like, but also I'm able to forgive them, knowing that it's developmental. I'm able to forgive it because it's developmental. It's as simple as that. So the next time you see me do an NXT review, I'm not going to do one for Heatwave. I'll be watching it though. We'll have to see how I'm feeling around what are they doing for SummerSlam. Whatever show they do for SummerSlam, if I'm feeling good for that weekend, I might do a review. Might. But we'll have to wait and see about that. Give me your grades. Give me your scores. 1 out of 10. How did y'all feel about NXT TakeOver? Psych. NXT Battleground 2024 review. Live chat, you have the floor. How we feeling? Whoop that trick. Get him. Whoop that trick. I'm not gonna lie. That entrance is popping though. Trick Williams got one of the best entrances in the world. It be popping. It really be popping though. Real talk. I see that super chat. Get your super chats in. Get them super chats in. Let me see here. All right, going from the top here. Y'all clowning Dana. Dana Brooke getting clowned in the live chat. That's messed up. I hope Shayna Baszler is not injured after tonight because she still got a tag match with Zoe Stark in that triple threat tag match for the women's title at Clash. Will deal in danger. I don't think she actually hurt herself to the point where she can't perform. She's used to hurting herself. She has a high tolerance of pain because she used to work in UFC. So I think she's okay. Tatum Paxley almost stole the TNT Knockouts title to be stopped by Ash by Elegance, setting up a match for an open challenge at TNA against all odds. By Tatum Paxley? Alright. That's their best shot. Tatum Paxley? We can do better than that. Yes, Gail Kim was there. Former women's champion Gail Kim. I'm going to keep mentioning that. Developmental talent develop when they are pushed out of their comfort zone. IG, that's the point. I thought the show was good, so they must have succeeded. I either had Michan, Soruka, or Last Legend to win.
Roxanne's heel, because they stripped her of the title due to being injured, and she went psycho AJ Lee about it, thus attacking Lyra, and win the title.
Why does that make you a heel? How's that a bad thing? This is a contact sport. You're supposed to beat people up. What did she do that was bad? Because it sounds like to me they had it coming. They had it coming. They had it coming. They only had themselves to blame. Ace Blaze says, I recommend you go back and watch Vengeance Day. Was Vengeance Day good? Justin Sharma, bend that A over. Let that breathe. Hands on your knees. Was that Sexy Red too? Seriously, was that Sexy Red who did that? Ray the Man says, I don't watch NXT regularly, but you not lying. Q Blackman says, Sexy Red like wrestling. I see that. She also likes to do other things besides wrestling. 412 Hamrock. Jordynne has a 2-year contract with TNA until September 2025. She resigned back in September 2023. Okay, so whose contract expired recently? Who am I thinking of? Ethan Page is awesome in my opinion. He's alright. I think he has a lot to learn before I can say that. He's in the right place to learn though, so I'm excited for him to learn. Adam Ritter said he enjoyed the twerk off. You enjoyed the twerk off? High five. Ricochet leaving will leave room for Wesley to come up and be the exact same person that Ricochet was in that exact same role. Sark. Jada Parker's going to be great. 1000%. She has the it factor for days. FG204 says the UFC Apex looked good. I agree. Looked very good. Let me see here. Shucky ducky quack quack. Shucky ducky quack quack. JJ Bulldog. Was that for Lola Vice shaking that thing? The guy that was wrestling with Obafemi and Donovan Dijak was Josh Briggs. Okay, Josh Briggs. Where's he at? Jordynne Grace versus Roxanne was the match of the night for me. Okay, 412 Flame. Yeah, and I think it could have basically main event the show. It should have main event the show, honestly. Do you think Joe Hendry, I believe in Joe Hendry, will make an appearance? He better. He better. Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Is that who I think it is? Welcome to the stage, A&B Convos Wrestling Edition, the best reaction channel here in the wrestling space. Be there for their live reaction of Raw tomorrow night before you come see me for my Raw review. And then be there for the reaction on Saturday for Glasgow Clash at the Castle. And then come see my review afterwards. They said, to be fair, it takes a lot of guts. It takes guts to show up in NXT for Dana Brooke. Well, that wasn't Dana Brooke, though. That was Ash by Elegance. She got no reaction. Hilarious. Like the people I know whose contract is expiring or has expired are Becky. Contracts are Becky, Chad Gable, Ricochet, and Natalya. There are others as well that I can't remember. Joseph Winter says he wants to see Moose versus Obafemi. Oh, you do that, Obafemi wins. I'm just saying. So since Ash by Elegance made an appearance in WWE, that means Nick Nemeth, Mustafa Ali, and Matt Hardy can make appearances too. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's have some fun with it. Go all the way with it. Might as well. No! A&B Combos called her Ash by Catering! Ash by Catering? Oh my god! That's mean. Hilarious. But still mean. Shadowstar, I honestly don't mind NXT now, but ever since they rebranded it 2.0, I lost interest. But I watch on YouTube, and on YouTube for certain talent, though. He said on YouTube twice, that's why I said it twice. JJ Bulldog, LA Knight, yeah. Jey Uso and Trick Williams got the best entrances nowadays. They sure do. Shoot, have Jey Uso and Trick Williams come out. Who has the best entrance? The crowd was chanting, "You don't go here," to Ethan Page. Yikes. He worked with the crowd, though. I like that he played with the crowd booing him. I like that. What happened to Raquel Rodriguez? I think she's injured right now. She will definitely be back when she's better.
Index pointing up, index pointing up.
Acknowledge him. Unfortunately, we did not see the Super Chat champion here tonight for NXT. He doesn't show up for NXT. He shows up for pay-per-views and Raw. For WWE Raw and SmackDown. NXT is beneath him. Well, basically all shows are beneath him until we get to SummerSlam. Moose is their world champion. Okay, so I guess if Obafemi fights Moose, then I guess Moose drops the belt to Obafemi. I don't give a damn. What? I'm sorry. Am I supposed to give a damn about TNA's champs? They ain't nothing. The only one I care about, like, sincerely, the only NXT TNA crossover I want to see where a guy from TNA comes over and starts winning is I Believe in Joe Hendry. Get Joe Hendry over here. Give him all the belts. Say his name as he appears. Justin Sharma said that Super Chat Championship match at SummerSlam is going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And you damn right. It's going to be the greatest Super Chat Championship match of all times. Not all time, but all times. A&B Combos called her Ash by Catering. Damn. How good was the PLE? It was good. Just like a straight up, solid, good wrestling show. If you watch it, you're going to like it. It's not going to make you an NXT fan, though. Just being honest with you. Do you think Mia Yim was perfect for AEW or TNA after she was released for the first time? She could have worked in AEW, but I'm happy she went to TNA because I don't trust AEW now. AEW got that little kid up top who gets bored with toys and then they stop being booked. Like tomorrow is Raw. At least I know what's happening on Raw. I have no idea other than Will Ospreay and Phoenix that's happening on Dynamite. And Will Ospreay and Phoenix should be an awesome match. I'll be watching for that. But the rest of the show, ugh. Obama gets over by tossing dudes. Obama? You should just call Obafemi Obama? I don't know if I like that all days off. Sir, we all don't look the same, sir. I know what you meant. It was a typo. Bobby means CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre for the World Championship at SummerSlam. Well, you gotta have Gunther in there. Gunther, because he earned a title shot by becoming King of the Ring. So it's gonna be probably Gunther, Drew, CM Punk, and Damian Priest, which is what it should be. He called Obafemi Obama Femi. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. I believe that Obafemi will one day go to NXT. To TNA. And he will take on Moose. Moose. And they will have a classic bout for that TNA World title. For I am Obama Femi. Obama Femi! Cody Rhodes is teasing an appearance on NXT Tuesday. I'm pretty sure they want to get them ratings up so they can beat AEW again and make Tony Khan go, on Twitter. That's what he sounds like on Twitter. Alright, guys, I've stayed here long enough. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're going to go ahead and cut this out. Tomorrow will be my Raw review live here on YouTube, so be there for that. Be sure you're in for the Q&A on Thursday as well. Both of them live streams. And then Saturday is the Clash at the Castle live stream. And those are the only 3 live streams. There will not be a SmackDown review. Raw. Then, of course, Wednesday, we'll have to leave that open because I'm probably not going to do a video on AEW anytime soon until Forbidden Door. Because the show weekly is garbage. Tell me when I'm telling lies. But Thursday, of course, will be the Q&A. And then Saturday will be the review for the next PLE. But thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed this review of NXT. If you like it and it gets a lot of views, I'll do more. But this better get a lot of views. If it don't get a lot of views, I don't know, y'all. I just need to stick to WWE. But give me an excuse to not review AEW, please. I would probably need it. At least weekly. Because I am reviewing the pay-per-views. You guys get out of here. Take it easy. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Do what A&B Convos just said. Like the video. Thank you for a great stream as always. Thank you for being here, bud. Can't wait for your stream tomorrow for Monday Night Raw. But until then, please do well and always know you are welcomed right here in Alyx's world. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace. When you're